Welcome to the Become a Club Owner FM save on Twitch. It is once again time to splash your channel points to become the best club owner in the game. Use your flux capacitor points to redeem rewards such as hire and fire a manager, improve your player attributes, buy a player, and don't forget to also redeem the Doggy Goody reward to make our dog mascot happy. Get ready for another round of Become a Club Owner. Here's your host, the Mad Scientist.
I'm here, guys. Here we are. Excuse me, as usual, it is chaotic from the get-go. How are we doing, people? Hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully you can see me. And there he is. The mascot is here as well. Ready to go on? You go. Yes, you're here as well. Oh, that's the new microphone. Take care. Yeah, be careful. How are we doing, people? Finally, we're here and ready to go. Yeah, there he is, the super. You know it's you. There you are, there. But let's kick off the first prediction, actually. The second prediction of tonight, but the first football card prediction. Because I have found two cards here. And as I said, we are done with the caps head-to-head. Now we do that we pick two players, and you will bet your channel points on the player that you think has the highest average rating in all tournaments, in all competitions, right now in my Parma save on the 9899 database. And all these players, of course, are playing on the database, so you will have a chance to win some channel points for sure. And the funny thing about this, actually, we did it like 3 or 4 times in the last stream. And the funny thing for me is, I don't know the result. I don't know the average rating of all these players before I show it to you guys, so it's so much fun. But let's see who'll win this one. These two players are quite experienced in my database, especially because we're 2 seasons in. It is 2 Englishmen head-to-head. First up it is Paul Merson. And I need to show you the fantastic picture on the backside of Paul. There he is. Can you see it at all? Maybe you can't. But he's missing a tooth or two there, Paul Merson. But that's the first legend. Because he has a higher average rating in the save than the English legend, Paul Gascoigne. Paul Gascoigne, he starts out at Middlesbrough in the 9899 database. And Paul Merson starts out at Aston Villa, I think. I'm not totally sure, but I think he starts out at Villa. As I said, we're 2 seasons in, so Gaza is probably like 33, 32, 33 or something like that. And Paul Merson is 1 year older, I believe. But yeah, bet your channel points if you feel like you have an idea which of these 2 players has the highest average rating right now in the save. The prediction poll are live for the next 2 minutes. Let's get the results in for the prediction poll. The polls, one Paul versus another Paul, and we have 31% says it's Paul Gascoigne who has the highest average rating. 69% is on Paul Merson. Well, let's find out, shall we? So we jump over to the game, and I'll search up first Paul Merson. Where is he playing? 2 seasons in. He's playing at Coventry. Let me see if I was right. He starts out at Aston Villa. I was right on that. And he moved on loan to Coventry. And his average rating is 6.88. So that is very realistic that Paul Gascoigne will beat this average rating. But let's find out. 6.88 for Merson. What do Gascoigne have? He is at Arsenal. And he has a 6.76. So actually, Paul Merson is the winner. Paul Merson, 69% went for Merson, and they got this. It was really, really close, actually. 6.88 for Merson, 6.76 for Gaza. Not the best performances by the 2 players, but we found a winner. Yeah, there he is. There is the winner. There he is. Homie is the winner. You went for Paul Merson, you say. Why did you go for Paul Merson? He's just good. He's your favorite. Are you an Arsenal fan? Knew it. Are you a Gooner? Are you an Arsenal fan? Who knew? Yeah, it's up to you. I'm a Parma supporter. I don't know with you. But let's pay out some more channel points to the 69% who went for Paul Merson in the prediction poll. Good on you guys. You'll split some channel points. There you go. Not a lot, but something anyways. Miss Alive, you are a busy man with all these calls, says Miss Alive. Yeah. It seems so, right? Brilliant timing. My phone is ringing right now. Miss Alive, Gascoigne is at Arsenal. That would anger many Spurs fans. That's a good point, Miss Alive, actually. I didn't think about at first. Rich, don't think Gaza does well in this database. To be honest, in real life, by then, he was pretty much finished at top level. Yeah. And as you can see, when you start a save in this database, his physical state is already declining significantly, but his technical skills are there. But I think in most cases, when it's an AI manager who's in charge of Paul Gascoigne on this database, yeah, we've seen so many times that he's not performing very, very well. But I think it could be possible as a user manager to get something out of him. But let me tell you something. Let me get something out of the Parma players. Let's go, Parma. Forza Parma! Miss Alive, Gaza unfortunately led a bad lifestyle off pitch. You must say so. There's a couple of documentaries on him. Really interesting life he had, but a brilliant footballer. I was a fan for sure. He was a little bit crazy outside of the pitch and on the training ground as well. There's so many stories. I think you could write 10 books about him. And some people don't fancy him too much. Some people does. Yeah, here we go. We actually come in after 2 5-0 wins. And as you can see, this is the end of the Serie A season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games left in the Serie A. And we'll see how long we'll go into the Champions League. We won the first against Bayern 3-2. Now we'll play against Napoli. And then we'll play that second leg against Bayern Munich, which I'm looking so much forward to. That is not good, Thuram. Thuram, he's on fire at the moment, I tell you. Has scored some goals also. The good Lilian. Yeah, he's doing brilliantly. Fantastic average rating for him. And I was actually I wanted to see Hernan Crespo. Yeah, I thought so. Look at this. He's having himself a proper season. A great season, to be honest. Just like he had last season. He was our top goal scorer. He did fantastic. And 20 appearances with 14 goals and an average rating of 7.77 is a really strong display overall from Hernan Crespo. But I didn't think that he had scored that many goals, because it seems like this guy is scoring all our goals. I mean, this is just bonkers. Oh, leaving again. Crazy fucker. Yeah, but I thought so about Crespo. He's having a great season. But this guy, he just elevates things to another level. And we can now compete in the top 3. The top 3 are really, really close. Can we hang on to Juventus? And I thought about this as well. It is quite realistic that I won't win anything in the second season. I didn't win anything in the first season. In the second season, if I win the Serie A, it's a miracle. There's 9 games to go, and Juventus are not losing to anyone. We're 10 points behind Juventus, so it's quite realistic that we won't win anything in the second season. And it's going to be more and more difficult for me, because as we saw last time, you guys are starting to max out some of your players, and it's only going to be more and more difficult for me, I reckon. So I actually have a question for you guys, the club owners in chat. It's a little plea to you, you might say, and it's not actual right now. But my question is, when the next transfer window opens, would you guys allow me to buy players from other user owners? You have seen my financial situation. 8 million on the balance. I mean, I would never come up with 100 million, so I can't buy Ronaldo. I can't buy the best players from your teams, but I could maybe buy some of your rotation players. But if you guys don't feel like it, please let me know. And if you would have no problems with it, please let me know as well. It's a little plea for me, guys. What do you think about this idea? I will respect the majority, that's for sure. Mr. Life, he used to drink a lot. That Gaza, yeah, he did. He had a party for life, you can say. A little too much, probably. This is England. Why is he at Arsenal? Yeah, why is he at Arsenal, Gaza? Don't he have Tottenham as a favorite club? He only have Newcastle as his favorite club, actually. And Arsenal bought him from Middlesbrough. That is a little cheeky shot at Tottenham for sure. 32 years old. I mean, his technicals and mentals look absolutely fantastic. He is declining a little bit. And he's a rotation player over at Arsenal, it seems like. But did you see the next Champions League games we're heading into right now? We will see those results in a second. There's so many user owners involved in the Champions League. And we have the Liverpool owner, Ian, progressing in the Champions League after beating Liverpool, Dortmund 5-1, 7-4 overall. Man United won 4-0 against Milan. Milan won the first leg 3-0. Man United were able to revert it from a hat-trick from Anelka and a goal by Dwight York. That was crazy. We know San is the owner at Milan and Vita is the owner of Man United. Holy smokes, that's a huge result. Didn't see that coming. Rich to Mr. Life Gascoigne wasn't that far away from coming to Sunderland 96-97. Imagine how the Georgies would have felt about that. This is England. Gaza played for Burnley. Yeah, he did. I have seen Gaza in a Burnley shirt. Mr. Life, my brother's a Rangers fan. He loved Gaza. Then he maybe also loved the Danish Brian Laudrup. He had his best years in Rangers for sure. Rich to This is England probably has high potential ability, and the AI managers are too gormless to look beneath the bonnet. That is probably the reason, Rich. Why? Right, Mr. Life, imagine Arsene Wenger managing party boy Gaza. In this alternate universe, everything can happen. And Sampdoria getting a win. Rich, well, in real life, he got Adams and Merson off the drink. That's Rich to Miss Life. So that must be Arsene Wenger we're talking about, of course. Excellent management job by him. This England says yes. Yes, please buy Scott Check, says John Doyle. So, you guys, are you allowing me to this? This England says yes. Doyle says yes. Holme says, sure, mate. Not a problem. Buy a whole Bayern if you want. So, you are too generous. You have been very, very generous once, Holme, allowing Oliver Kahn to move away from your club. So, you are just way too generous. Title Chaser, yes, of course, man. Thank you, Title Chaser. Means a lot. Just want to check up with you guys, and I mean it. I would respect it if you didn't feel like it. Buy away, Matt, says this England. Fantastic. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of transfer money as of now. Probably won't have 100 million for the next window, so it won't be a huge player like that. Rich, I have no problem with it. You are a participant as well. I appreciate it, Rich. And I have to say that all the youth players, all the sons and daughters, all the youth players we have added, those guys are locked. Those people are locked. They will only be transferred if you guys allow it. And that also counts for other teams, other clubs. So, Inter at home versus Cagliari. Cagliari in 12th position. Must win for Inter. Juventus versus Sampdoria. Juventus won't slip up. And we are away against Napoli. So as you can see, we need to win this to stay in the top flight. Let me take a look at this quickly. I'm just activating some reward redeem stuff in the background. The transfer window is closed, so you can't buy players, but you can still upgrade your players and do a lot of other fun stuff. Everything is activated as of now. And I would like to show you as well. Where do we have this? Alrighty then. I think that's the first player improvement that's in. There we go. Reacting immediately. John Dahl, improved player. There we go. We are seeing some fantastic youth players in this database. I mean, wowzers. We maxed out the first one last time. It probably won't be the last time that happens. But, of course, I wanted to show you this. As of now, this is the wheel in the raffle to win a Hernan Crespo Parma shirt. And as a club owner, your name will be added automatically to that wheel and to the Mad Scientist Magic Mark wheel, of course. Imagine, simply imagine, one of those magic scientists, Mad Scientist Magic Marks is now in England. I can't believe it. I saw Dave Goodyear posted a picture of it. So let's set up this quickly. So it's the Champions League game after this, so I would actually prefer to rotate a bit. Veron will be rested. Samuel or Cannavaro, let's rest Samuel and play Vidic. Bohosian, Sorin, let's rest Sorin. I think we can beat Napoli with a rotated side. So let's get Hussein in over there. I think that is it. Palermo and Crespo, yeah, they can start. Let's bring out Veron right there. Alrighty then. Yes, let's do this. I did see your question. This is England. Oh, we can see him right here, can't we? The mighty John Payne. There he is. Yeah, I think he needs to turn 18. When he turns 18, this is England. You'll see some of these attributes getting boosted, I'm sure. We'll get another prediction running right now. For this game, we're playing against Napoli with a rotated side. Actually, I would like to bring in Asprilla. There we go. Let's say hello to Asprilla. First time of tonight. Hey, Faustino. There we go. Splash. He's ready to go. Guys, 1 minute to bet some channel points. Who will score the first goal for Parma? We will score the first goal. That's just how it is against Napoli. Hopefully, we can live up to that. But who will score that first goal? Let me know. You have 4 options in the prediction poll. And the prediction poll will be live for 40 seconds. So let's get ready to kick this off against Napoli. It's a must-win. Inter and Juventus are playing as well tonight. In quite easy games for those teams. We are playing away though at San Paolo in Napoli. Starting lineup for Napoli. In goal, Tagliatella. Left fullback, Mario Silva, the Portuguese. This is Leonel Eduardo Pili-Pauskas Rodriguez. I don't know him. Giovanni Bia, Davide Tentoni, Moscati, Tipoli, Gocchione, Lamberto Sauli, Anders Anderson, and Christoph Sanchez up on top. This is a team we need to beat. Let's go. Come on. First game of the night. Hopefully we will get off to a good start. And this prediction poll for this game, you're holding a little bit back on the channel points I see, but 9% is in on Faustino Sprilia. 0% is on Ronaldinho and 91% on Crespo. Good luck, guys. Let's see what will happen. Hopefully we will get that first goal of the game. Yes, please buy Scott Check, says John Jarl. Holm sure made not a problem buy a whole buy. I did see those comments. Where was I? Miss Alive. He hasn't played well for us now. Was that just Gascoigne? Can I improve my player, please, mate? Yes, John Dahl, damn, of course. Let's do that. Excuse me. Improve player. Yeah, we'll do it. John Dahl, excuse me. Miss Alive, I've been to Naples before. Hopefully that was a good experience. Good Scotland. How are we doing, Good Scotland, with the mad emotes? How are we doing, my friend? Rich, in real life, Alex Ferguson had an agreement to sign Gascoigne when he was at Newcastle. I heard that before. He went on holiday thinking it was a done deal. Then Gaza phones him and says, I've signed for Spurs. If Gaza had been under Ferguson's management, things might have turned out differently. That is a good theory, Rich, for sure. This is England House, John Payne. Looking at it, I did see that. Hasn't been capped by any England team, not even youth team, says Miss Alive. Who did we talk about there? And who scored that first goal? I missed it, actually. What's happening? What's going on? Ronaldinho scored the first goal. 0% was on Ronaldinho. As the Swedish player now gets a red card for Napoli. I didn't see that one. Didn't you, Goal? How could I miss it? So no channel points will be paid out, but I will refund your channel points. I'll be kind to you guys who took a chance and bet on this. You'll get your channel points refunded immediately. And actually, I wanted to go and improve John Dahl's player immediately. While we at it, I'll find the wheels in the background. There he is, looking absolutely fantastic, but let's improve him even better. I'll get the wheels ready. Let's see if the wheels will be good to us tonight, guys. Last time they wasn't that good to us. This England best player in the game, no caps. Holme, who won the Mark Friday? Didn't see the whole stream. No one. We didn't give away a Mark last Friday. Chris Wall was the last winner. No Mark Friday, says this England. Okay, thanks, mate. John Dahl, please wheel. There we go. Wheel, be kind to John now. It is ready to be spun. Let's improve some current ability and hopefully also some potential ability. Be good to John Wheel. Let's go. Come on. First wheel spin off tonight will be a jackpot. Yes, it will be a jackpot. Whoo, there we go. That's what we like to see. I think we're getting close to another maxed out player, aren't we? So let's take a look at this because it's plus 15, current plus 15 potential. There we go. Okay. So max out here and you have 30 points left after this. And maxed out here. So you have 20 and 30. You'll have 50 points left. Maxed out both. That is the second maxed out player on this save. Congratulations, John. This is magnificent. Now you have a lot of attribute points to divide. Let me see what we'll do here. We'll spin the next wheel so we'll find out. So we'll know how much you have to give out. I mean, what is going on, John? That was why you wanted me to spin the wheels, because you just hit double jackpot, my friend. Get out of here. I'm leaving and you can just take over from here. This is bonkers, John. What do you want me to do with this player? You have so many attribute points. Just let me know what you want to do with Scott Check. Now battling. Actually battling John Payne to be the best player, the best youth player on the database. What is happening, says Holme. What is happening? I just said last time the wheels weren't that good to us, but tonight, what a start we had. That is just fantastic. John Dahl said lovely. Great, said Holme. John Dahl, 50 points for what attributes? FFATs. Hey, just checking in. Just with my son at football training. Will be on fully later. Have fun at football training, FFATs. We'll see you later, my friend. Thank you for popping by. Lovely, lovely, says John Dahl. Mic drop. Lucky Sard, says Chelsea Ranger. Flair for 13. Holme, the wheel is not a dick today. It certainly isn't. It is working perfect. So let's bring up Flair to 13. That is 8 points. Now you have 2 more attribute categories you can give plus 8 in. And after that, we'll take a look at the spare points from the first wheel. But let's save this already. Why can't I? Oh, okay, we're in the middle of the game, of course. Dribbling, says John Dahl. Yes, let's do it. Just a second. Yeah, let me take care of the dribbling. There we go. That was the second one. And you have 1 more attribute that you can improve by plus 8. What could that be? Flair would be 15, wouldn't it, says Chelsea Ranger. Oh, what? That's my mistake. He was on 7, right? Plus 8. I think you're right, actually. It wasn't enough. Flair to 15. We need to do this right. Flair to 15, yes. 7 plus 8. Yeah, exactly, Chelsea Reader. Thank you. Composure, says John Dahl. Let's bring Composure. That is at 13. So that is maxed out, which is perfect for this striker. Holy smokes. If I'm going up against Scott Check, what would we do? Would Cannavaro and Walter Samuel be good enough for this? So now you had like 50 points. 50 points from the first wheel, but we need This Is England actually. This Is England. Are you around, my friend? How many points is it if we convert over 50 points from the first wheel? It's 1 per 10th. Rich, it's okay with her 20 dirtiness. Laura would break his legs. That's true. 5, exactly this England. You have 5 extra attribute points you can assign to wherever you want, John. 5 extra points. Actually 6 because we maxed out the composure and with 1 in spare, so 6 points actually. 6 attribute points, John. 1 in finishing. Let's start with maxing that out. That's a good call, John. Oh, 20. Yes, please. Yes, please. This is looking ridiculous. 2 in technique, please. Yes. Technique goes to 18. Isn't it fun just building a player like this, John? Miss Life. Oh, it's not done the way I thought. Incredible. That is Lensar who redeemed the trades wheel. Love to see that. Let's bring the trades wheel in game. It's not done the way I thought, says Miss Life. No. 3 decisions, says John Doyle. That 3 indecisions. Bring that up to 14. 1 heading, please. And that's done. Fantastic, John. Congratulations. Heading will go to 16. And this is the current state of Scotch egg. I mean, what the devil is going on? Should we spin the wheel for Lensar while we're here? Another youth team player who's doing marvelous over at Wimbledon. He has a fantastic season, the 18-year-old Leonard Tsar. He just needs a couple of traits, and we'll get those added immediately. Let me find that wheel for you, Lensar. There we go. The situation is that we have 2 wheels with traits. We have 1 defending wheel with all the defending traits and 1 attacking wheel with all the attacking traits. You, of course, has 2 spins. You can take 1 spin on each wheel or both on attacking since your player is an attacker. But let me know, Lensar, how you want it to be done. Nothing else worth spending on now, given he is maxed. Good point, Lensar. Let's bring in some traits. Not bad for 17, says John Dahl. Not at all. Scotch Egg is ready to conquer the world. But Lensar, can you agree with me? Let's go with the attacking spins, of course. Of course, that makes sense. And that is the wheel I have loaded right here. So 2 spins on this wheel. Good luck, Lensar. Let's get something really cool in for the striker. Leonard Tsar. The first one will be shoot from distance or places shots. I think it will be shoot from distance. How do you feel about that? There we go. Let me spin it another time. What do you feel about that, Lensar? The second one will be likes to switch ball to other flank. Okay. That is the 2 ones we will add immediately for Leonard Tsar. Go over here. Player traits. So where's the like to switch? Likes to lob. Looks to likes to round. We know it is here somewhere. Likes to be, like to switch ball. There we go. There it is. And shoot from distance. Those 2 traits has been added. There you go. Leonard Tsar, congratulations. What do we feel about that, Lensar? Could have been a little better. Shoot from distance is not bad. Shoot with power would be great, of course. But whatever you like. We'll continue our game. We'll get back to the game. Yeah, we ended the prediction poll as well for this one. This is England says he's not maxed. Leonard Tsar needs that last little step. But he's close to boofing. Yeah, just here, gang. Hope everyone is well. Hope I didn't miss too much. You didn't, Boofin. You didn't miss too much. A prediction poll, or 2 or 3 prediction polls. You know how it is. Only 1 prediction poll with player cards. You only missed one prediction poll with player cards. And we will have a bunch of player polls as usual. How are we doing, Buffin? We're just trying to get a win in against Napoli with a rotated side here because we are playing that second leg against Bayern Munich after this game. John Dahl, what do I do next time, Matt, if I improve player with current ability and potential ability being both 200? Yeah, probably it wouldn't make too much sense going for that wheel spin, actually. Because you can still get some attribute improvements in on other wheels. Or can you? No, actually it does make sense going for it if you want to improve some of the attributes, because the spin on the current ability, potential ability wheel will just be carried over as we just did here. And what do I see now? Damn camera! I freaking lost a bet, didn't I? I lost a bet. Can't believe it. Freaking cam, I thought I had it. I won't give up on that cam. It keeps on quitting on me as Faustino Asprilla with the goal, making me happy again. There we go. That's what we want to see. He can still do a job. Oh, there we go. Who got the assist? Diego Fusa on the right side. Pousser with the cross, and he rises to the occasion. Asprilla makes it 2-0. Love it. This England to Buffin Scott Checks just became the best player in the game. Huge statement from another owner who has a maxed out player. Linsar, guess I need to boost his long shots now. That could be an idea. That could be an idea which would make sense. Buffin to this England. Oh my god, what happened? He hit the jackpot, didn't he, Buffin? He actually hit 2 jackpots. Double jackpot. First on the current ability, potential ability wheel. After that on the attributes wheel as well. Double jackpot. As this is England is explaining as well. Boof with the mad emotes. We love it. Supporting each other. Bohosjan with the long shot. No goal this time. Lucky spins for me, said John Dahl. We haven't seen something like it before, John Dahl. It was fantastic. D-Maber, you know you were looking for a defensive midfielder with technical flair. I think Carlton Palmer was still playing then. I'll go and bring him in immediately. Carlton Palmer, what a player. And he fits the description perfectly, D-Maber. Nice to see you, my friend. How are we doing today? The FFats, I need about 6 big pole wins to keep up with these guys. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get there. Rich was on camera duty. I thought you could take an evening off. You have to excuse me. Or excuse that freaking camera. What is going on? I've seen so many YouTube tutorials about this camera. Tweak stuff, software-wise and things like that. Damn it, I thought we had it. Ronaldinho, will you have it? Yes, you will. Go Lasso for the young Ronaldinho. Our reserve players are winning this against Napoli. Quite easily, it seems like. This is England to John Doyle. You need to improve growth. Yeah, that could be a thing. Danish internet, says John Doyle. I don't think the internet has any influence on what the hell is up with my camera. It's more about the USB hub and the USB inputs in my computer. It is going into a 3.0 input, which is on the description on the camera, which it says it should be. So I'm working on some software stuff. There is some things you can tweak on the camera, and I thought it helped, but it seems like it haven't. The camera is completely new. Let's get out Crespo and rest him for the next game. The same can be said about Lilian Tydam. Let's get Tydam out of there. Bring Lassisi down there. I think that is good for now. 3-0 this at halftime. Miss Life, you lose 500,000 channel points for the camera. Buffin, I'm 1k away from upgrading Young Haggy. Maybe getting there tonight, my friend. We'll kick off another prediction poll after this game, that's for sure. Rich, if a layer maxed out, good idea to go for hidden attributes as they don't count towards current ability and potential ability. Very good call, Rich. Listen to Rich. Short King's rule, says John Doyle to this. Miss Alive with the Asprilla emote. Yes, he scored a goal. Seabread, after this game, could you check Monaco, please? Let's do that, Breezy. For sure, let's check out Monaco after the game. Actually, why not do it immediately? Because we've seen that I usually forget about it. So the situation over there is that Marseille are just freaking strong, but you're hanging in there. Just 2 points behind. And how about in continental football? There is no continental football for you. You were knocked out of the Champions League, ending in the 4th position. So no continental football, so you can completely focus on the French Ligue 1. So you still have a chance to win that French championship against mighty Marseille, who has a crazy, crazy team, Sea Breeze. What the hell, Cam? What is that now? Are you kidding me? Is it actually getting worse now, the camera? Are you fucking kidding me, camera? Stop, please. This is England match. You owe me 500k channel points, but I will take that in a magic mark. I hear you, this is England. I hear you. We still have a couple of marks to go. I'll consider it for sure. Listen Live, the camera is a Napoli fan. I don't know what the camera is fan of. Not the man scientist for sure. It wants to cut off every time I look at it. Leandro now into the box, back to Lassisi. Leandro and Lassisi. No chance from that. Rich, back now. How has Henri got on from the poor season last season? That's a good question. He was, of course, a very, very important addition to the Monaco team. Getting back to Monaco, playing with David Trezeguet up on top, and then Pensa as well. Thierry is doing better now. He's doing better now for sure. 22 years old, explosive attacking midfielder. 7 goals in 19 appearances. Not bad. Not bad for a player with 11 in finishing. So he's part of the good Monaco season, it seems like. So you guys, you need to be on camera watch tonight again, as usual. Let me get in some more reserve players here and rest these guys. Get them ready for the next game. Sensini instead of Cannavaro. I don't think we can rest any more players than that. You went away. Fifteen minutes to go. It's still 3-0 for us against Napoli. Seabread, can you improve a player that is not a Regen? No, you can't. We have considered to add it to the game mode, but so far you can only improve your own players that we have added. I don't know if I like the idea, because I'm still having my Parma save as a normal save on this. So if we started to tweak a lot of the 98, 99 database players, I don't think it would be that much fun for me, I think. So I don't plan to bring it in anytime soon. But who knows what will happen down the line with this. We're only 2 seasons in, coming to the end of the 2nd season. 3-1 win for our reserve team, it seems like, almost. Against Napoli, no problemo. So top 3, still incredible close. Juventus and Inter needs to play now. They had a couple of easy games as well. Flowers to me, flowers to me. So Inter winning 5-0, 2 goals by John Payne, 3 goals by R9. I'm getting more and more afraid to play against Inter as well. Holy shit, that partnership between those two. And Juventus lost. Juventus lost. Bravo, Sampdoria. Thank you, Sampdoria. Filippo Inzaghi did score a goal, of course. He scores so freaking many goals. But they lost against Sampdoria at home, giving us a little chance to catch up with them. Didn't see that coming. Thank you, Sampdoria. Okay, let's praise Crespo. 3 days. We'll travel to Germany now. And in 3 days, we will play against Bayern Munich. We're up 3-2, but I'm not certain at all we'll move on from the round of 16 in the Champions League. But in the meantime, let's run a prediction poll. So, the first prediction poll was Paul versus Paul. Paul Gascoigne versus Paul Merson. And Paul Merson took the cake because he had the best average rating in my save. Now, it will be Paolo versus Paolo. The first Paolo is the Paolo. Paolo Maldini goes head-to-head with another world-class defender on this database, which is the Uruguayan Paulo Montero. So, which of these two players has the highest average rating? Paulo Montero versus Paulo Maldini, two of the very best central defenders on this database. The prediction poll will be live for the next 2 minutes. Good luck, guys, and we'll check up on these two players afterwards. John Doyle, you need some luck to topple Juve. I definitely need some luck. I don't count on it will be this season we can surpass Juventus. They are just so freaking strong. And with only, 8 games left now? They're up by 7 points. No, I don't think it will happen this season. But we'll do our best. Could we get that runners-up position, that second position ahead of Inter? That would be mighty fine. But we are playing against Inter tonight. This is England. It's going to happen tonight. If we take a look at the schedule, Milan drawing against Atalanta. They have struggled a little bit this season, Milan, but they are still in that 4th position. But let's take a look at this. Bayern Munich, then it's against Fiorentina, who's owned by Wish I Was Korean, and then Inter and Lazio. 4 games against user owners in a row. I mean, tonight is going to be incredibly entertaining, I'm sure. And as I said, I'm quite frightened to play against that Inter team now as well. John Dahl, would you be kind enough to scout Scott again, please, so I can see the report? For sure. After a couple of tries last time, we did get that report, scout report. Can I discard the scout report and ask for a new? Is that the best way to do that? I'm not sure. No, that's just discard him as a view highlights package, extensive knowledge. This is just the newest report, right? Scout player for 1 week, full scout report. Okay, let's go for a new one. There it is. Okay, I got it. How has Dino Baggio done this season? Because he scored so many goals from the central midfielder position last year. He's doing all right this year. Buffon just completely finished the first season in my Chelsea save. Disappointed because the Regen mod didn't work and I'm not getting the proper people coming through. So gonna start a new season with the new 2.0 update. And I already have the Regen mod in now. Wish me luck. I certainly hope it will work for you now, Buffon. You do know of that setup instructions video, right? It's very helpful. If you follow every step in that video, I'm sure the Regen mod will work for you. Where do I have that link for you? I have it over here. It is made by the wonderful .g Gamer. Very easy to follow the steps. I have a guide right here. There we go. Go and check it out. This is England. I didn't think you were ever going to lose. Me neither. Me neither, for sure. Huge surprise. Thank you, Sampdoria. Buffon, you will be happy to hear, Matt, that Parma did do the double, though, winning the Serie A and the UEFA Cup. It makes me happy, truly, but it also makes me disappointed in myself. I didn't win that freaking UEFA Cup in the first season. That was so disappointing. And I do see in other people's saves that Parma are doing really, really well, winning the Champions League and stuff, and winning the Serie A, and I haven't done anything yet. So I surely want to keep on going until I win something big. Hopefully before I get fired. Now let me take a look at that prediction poll because it's a landslide. And I'm not surprised about that. We have 98% saying Paolo Maldini and only 2% saying Paolo Montero. But I don't know the answer, but I do know that Paolo Montero, he is a monster on this database. He could easily go head-to-head with Paolo Maldini. So let's find out in a second who has done best so far in the save. If you win, Matt, I'll gift 5 subs. It's very, very kind of you, this Ziggler, but you don't have to. You don't have to, but it's very kind of you. You've beaten Bayern. Easy game, surely, says Miss Alive. I'm not sure about that. The result could be very different in Germany, I feel. Maybe would Tullio be interesting to bring in? He never played in Europe, Tullio. You know I love the Brazilian players, always. But I don't need strikers. So Tullio is not an option for me because I am already signing as Brazilian from the next season. This young one, 18-year-old Adriano, will become a Parma player very, very soon. And hopefully we can elevate his attributes. You'll get some playing time. Don't you fear for that. John Dahl, thank you. No worries. Holme to Miss Life. Why are you like that? Holme Bayern isn't that bad. Okay. Buffin, yes, I put the support staff where it's supposed to go. I used that video. So that is really strange, Buffin. Why it didn't work as it should. Good Scotland. Parma are on for second title in a row in my save. There you go. There you see. It's just... Damn. It's just me then. Can't believe it. But what I can believe is... I want to get the result in. Which Paolo is doing best at the moment. We'll find out. We'll go over here and take a look at it. Okay. Let's start out with... Paolo Maldini. What is his average rating in all competitions right now? It is 7.17. 7.17 for Paolo Maldini. Now Montero. Can you do better than that? Paolo Montero, who is playing for Juventus. Better than 7.17? No. 6.90. 6.90 for Paolo Montero. I feel you got a little bit lucky there, guys. A little bit lucky. I thought Montero, he had a chance against Paolo Maldini. And with only 7.17 for Maldini, he had a chance, Montero. But he didn't take it. And I'll pay out some channel points for the majority. That probably won't be a lot. But nonetheless, congratulations on the channel points. Miss Alive, Bayern are only second in the league. Are they still second in the league, actually, in this save? Could it be? Yeah, they are. Bayer Leverkusen are challenging them in this season. Very, very close, though. What a race in Germany. But what about Jorginho? Cafu's understudy for Brazil could cover at right back. He is magnificent. Jorginho on the 92-93 database. He's prime Jorginho. In this, I think he's 34 now. So, no thanks. I do have Lilian Thuram as a starter and Luigi Sartor as the backup. Luigi Sartor has been doing fantastic as a backup for now. Buffin, I think I started the Chelsea save before putting it in. That could maybe be the case then. That is probably the case. Montero, you fraud, says John Dahl. He certainly had a chance there. Sorry to hear, John. Respect for going for Montero instead of the obvious Paolo Maldini. Bayern Munich versus Parma. Juventus versus Marseille. 2 huge games here. Montero is rubbish, says Miss Alive. Good Scotland, 10 points. Celebrating 10 points. Good Scotland. Buffin, I literally got 2 points, Buffin. Yeah, we need to bet some more channel points, right? Miss Alive, I got 400 points. You bet a significant amount, Miss Alive. Good on you. Buffin, can we see how Gala is doing in Young Haggy? Always, always. Before we kick off this huge Champions League game, 10 points ahead of Fenerbahce. It must mean that you are taking back the championship in Turkey. Fenerbahce won the first season over here. And young Haggy, where is he? Haggis. Turnbull. There he is. Yes. Okay. Alrighty then, let's take a look at this situation now. Okay, Dino Baccio will start this. Walter Samuel. We need to go with the strongest lineup, obviously, as we want to move on in the Champions League. Okay, Buffon in goal, Cannavaro, Samuel, Bohosian, Sorin, Tudam, Fuser, Dino Baccio, Veron, Crespo, and Palermo. I could start Hussein instead of Fuser, but I won't. I think this is what we're going with versus Bayern Munich. D-Mapper, one last one. Ushe Ukachukwu, Fenerbahce legend, also played in Denmark. Yeah, that's a shout. And he must play at Fenerbahce, right? He must play at Fenerbahce, I feel like. The Nigerian. There he is. Why is not on the right review? Thank you. Ushe Ukachukwu, 32 years old now, but a strong centre back for sure. Great shout. I mean, this is England, Matt. Can you change my nationality to Irish, please? This is England. Yeah, we can do that for sure. Whatever you want. It is your youth team player. Actually, first team player to be correct on John Payne, which is a little bit injured. Nothing major, though. Only out for a couple of days. Yeah, let's change his nationality over here. Consider it done. There you go. This is England. Buffon got an upgrade. He's getting left behind by his counterparts. Better get that upgrade in Buffon at some time. Misalive, second in the Bundesliga versus second in the Serie A. Battle of the runners-up, Misalive. Exactly. Buffon, all for start or better lineup. Love it. Yeah, exactly. You get 300 caps for Ireland, says Misalive. Have I got any caps for China, says Seabread? That's a good question. Where do we find him? Reece Jr. Yes, 10 caps with 1 goal. 10 caps with 1 goal. 20 appearances with 21 goals for the Monaco reserve team. So yes, he is Chinese international for sure. Second leg in the Champions League, round of 16th against Bayern Munich. It is Champions League time. What are we going for here? Forget about the first leg. Starting lineups. Same starting lineup as of last time for Bayern Munich. And we won 3-2 in Italy in that occasion. Let's go. And as you can see, we have a prediction poll going for this game. The question is, who will win and move on? Which team will move on to the next round of the Champions League? Will it be Bayern Munich or will it be Parma? Bet some channel points if you feel like it. Vitor, hey man, sorry for being so late. United was eliminated again in the Prem. How are we doing? Nice to see you, Vitor. I actually have some good news for you, my friend, because Man United did lose 3-0 against Milan in the Champions League last time. But let me show you what happened in the second leg. Man United versus Milan. You just went out and won 4-0. Where's the result? Champions League, Milan. There, you just went out and won 4-0 against Milan. That means you're moving on. You eliminated Sans AC Milan. Hat-trick by Nicolas Anelka. Won by Dwight York. It was a magnificent result, Vita. So congratulations on that. Wish me luck now as we head into our second leg versus Bayern Munich. Booth to this England. He still had no caps for England. The champions, John Dahl is singing the anthem. Miran is stepping up to taking the corner kick 2 minutes in. Crespo wins the header. Yes, Martin Palermo wins the header. It's 1-0 away against Bayern Munich. Early goal, 4-2 overall now. Excellent. Martin Palermo is unstoppable from corner kicks. Great start to this one. Sorry, Holme. Miss Life, you could draw and still go through, says Miss Life. That is true. But yes, the question in the prediction poll is not who's winning this game. The question in the prediction poll is who's moving on from this round. No matter what the result will be. Buffon, that's what I want to see. Vita, oh man, what a match. What a good feeling. What a comeback. Losing 3-0 in the first leg, winning 4-0 in the second. That is bonkers. Sorry, Sanchez, Vita. Come on, Parma. Thank you, Vita. Buffon, get the fuck in. There we go. Let's go. Let's get Parma to move on in the Champions League, please. 15% is in for Bayern Munich to move on after this round, and 85% in for Parma, which is looking really good right now. 20 minutes into the second leg, we are playing in Germany. Jörg Heinrich was booked earlier with 25 minutes in. Borussia for Sorin. Juan Pablo Sorin to Veron. Thuram. And Fuser with the finish will get a corner kick out of this. Veron steps up to take a corner kick. Walter Samuel keeps the ball possession. Diego Fuser, Veron. Samuel to Dino Baggio. There's some space out on the left for Sorin. Goes into the box, and Sorin with the finish. With his weak foot. Yeah, I actually didn't think we would have a chance in the Champions League in this season. Only 2 seasons in. I didn't think we would be strong enough, but we did well in our group. And now we're competing well against Bayern Munich in the knockout rounds. But there's so many good teams left in the Champions League, and most of them are user-owned. So let's see who we'll be up against after this one, if we win it and progress versus Bayern Munich. So far, we are in control, up 4-2 overall, and in ball possession as well. Oh, here's a sudden chance for Giovanni Elber. Saved by Buffon. Important save by Buffon. Corner kick for Bayern Munich. Hasan Salihamidzic. But we have Buffon. There we go. Save hands again. Cam. I can't. I can't believe it. I freaking can't believe that, Cam. What is going on? 1-0 at halftime. The Cam is keeping me awake, it seems like. How is Inter doing versus Chelsea, says this is England. You're not playing at the same time, are you? Aren't you? We run with a goal 20 seconds into the second half. We're getting those early goals tonight. An early goal in the first half. Now an early goal in the second as well. And we're up 2-0 in Germany. Veron with the goal. Excellent. So Juventus are playing against Marseille. And the first leg ended 2-2. So that is not over yet. Goals by Alessandro Del Piero. And he got injured then. And goal by Michael Owen. So that is completely open. We'll check out the other Champions League games after this match, of course. Rebrov injured now for Juve as they go up. Goal by Inzaghi. 2-1 for Juventus. Yeah. Let's bring in Hussein as the defensive midfielder this time. Mr. Life, more likely to win the Champions League than the Serie A. You think? Probably. But I mean, we're going up against some mighty teams in the Champions League. I'm not sure. But could we move past Bayern Munich? That would be a great start to the knockout rounds. Here is Giovanni Elber. He probably won't miss that one, but excellent tackle. Was that Walter Samuel? Good Scotland, John Dahl. Both said Cam. Thank you for being on Cam Watch. I can't believe it. I thought I had it. Damn it. I've coded the software. It should work now. What the hell? It seems like it's getting worse. Can't believe it. Buffen, I need to see how Gala is doing in the Cup Winners' Cup, please, after this match. Yes, we need to check up on the UEFA Cup and Cup Winners' Cup as well after the game. Holme, weak-ass team Bayern. Boo, how can you lose at home? Yeah. I understand you, Holme. I certainly understand the frustration. Let me get in. Where's Lassisi? There he is. Get out, Tudam. And let's play the young Ronaldinho and say thank you to Juan Sebastian Veron for tonight. Cam problems again, says Mr. Life. Yep. Can't avoid it, it seems so. Delaye with a cross for Giovanni Elber. Now, could it be disallowed? Maybe. What do we have, ref? It's awarded. It is 5-3 now overall. 20 minutes to go here in the second leg. Holme, can I pick a new team? 10,000 channel points, my friend. You can sell Bayern then and move on. Vito, what a goal. Golasso, Matt. Yes, good Scotland as well with the Golasso emotes. Buffen with the Parma badge. Near post finish, bang. Holme, have Bayern sold all their star players? What is happening? How can we lose to Parma? Yeah, they lost their starting goalkeeper, didn't they? Mr. Life, I've not heard of the Bayern keeper before. Greek international. On Championship Manager, he was really good. He never was that good in real life as he is on this database. He's actually a proper goalkeeper. Sorin goes into the box. There is Hussein with the chance. Claudio Hussein, and it's over. Over and done with. Finito. We are moving on now. It's sure 6-3 with 10 minutes to go. And it was a Selden goal by Hussein. He's not a usual goal scorer. Sack the Bayern manager, says Miss Alive. Could be a possibility. John Dodge, Miss Life, he was one of the best few championship managers in a row. For sure he was. Miss Life, didn't Khan leave Bayern? He surely did leave Khan. He did leave to another user-owned club. Why? Who sold him, says Holme. You don't remember what happened last time, Holme, at all. I think you allowed, was it Vita, who signed Oliver Kahn, right? For some channel points. And we did cross our fingers that the young youth player, Kobe Bryant, would step up and take that first starting position at Bayern Munich. But instead, they went out and brought the Greek goalkeeper. Buffen Khan is that keeper in goal. I don't know that his name in game. Yeah, Buff, yes. Oliver Kahn at Man United, isn't he, says John Dahl. Yeah, I think he is. Must have smoked too much, says Holme. You did mention something last time. You can't let that happen every time. Then you'll end up with an empty Bayern Munich team. Last couple of minutes, Lassisi is on the ball. Hussein, who scored a goal today. We don't see that too often. So we just need to control the ball possession for the last couple of minutes. Sorin into the box. Uh-oh. Referee points to the spot. Excuse me. Oh. Whew. Bless me. We'll get a penalty to finish this game out. Martin Palermo steps up now and makes it 4-1. 7-3 overall. Excuse me, Bayern. 39th goal of the season, Palermo. Signing of the season at Parma. No doubt about that. So, let me actually... Now, do you mean this shit? Is the cam gone again? What's going on? What can I do with it? Are you working? The cam is on a strike tonight. What the freaking hell is going on? And now this makes zero sense. Now I've plugged it in, the cam into a new slot. Mr. Live, Kobe is better than this keeper. He's close to. If you take a look at his attributes, he is quite strong goalkeeper and only 23 years old. So it's actually a good signing. But we do hope to see Kobe in action very, very soon. He did get one cap after they sold Oliver Kahn. He's only 17 years old. I like what I see. I definitely like what I see. I also like what I see right here because we are moving on in the Champions League. Are Juventus moving on as well? Yes, they are. They did beat Marseille in the end. Bar 3 overall. Let's hope we won't run into Juventus in the next round, please. You can forget about that, Liverpool. We have talked about that earlier. Holman, no, I remember all too well my gamble didn't pay off. Yeah, sadly. Much respect for the generosity. Mr. Live, camera worse than ever. Exactly, I thought I had it. I thought I've tweaked it. Now I've switched it around. Let's see if that works. It would make no sense, actually, that it would work. Yeah, the cam is in its worst state, says Booth. Must agree. What a result, Matt. You are a great manager. Appreciate it, Holm. Appreciate it very much. I'll take the credit for that win. Easy win, says Mr. Life. Rambling. Yo, hey, my mad scientist and chatters. Smashing Barca. Love it. I'm going to lurk as an entertaining guest. Have a good one. Thank you, Rambling. Appreciate it. Thank you for popping by. Go on lurk duty. There you go. I predicted a Parma win, says Mr. Life, and that is why you'll win some channel points. I'll pay them out now. There you go. Yeah. Congratulations. Now, I'm just looking forward to see who we'll be up against in the next round of the Champions League. So, let me see over here. Do we have the rest of the results in? No. Inter up against Chelsea. 4-2 before the second leg. They'll play that game now. Board are delighted. Reach the later stages of the Champions League. Yes. There we go. Chelsea versus Inter. Real Betis versus Club Brugge. Inter draws Chelsea 1-1 and moves on. So we could be head-to-head with Inter. Betis moving on as well. I would like to get Betis in the next round. That would be magnificent. And I need to check up on the UEFA Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup, of course, as well, guys. UEFA Cup. Okay, second leg is about to be played today. So let's press the continue button. I got 118 points for that prediction, says Mr. Life. Not bad, not bad. This is England. I hope I play you, man, in the Champions League. Woohoo! I don't actually. Not yet. Let's wait for the final. Boofin, right before your game, check the UEFA Cup and Cup Winners. Yes, Boof, I'm on it. The UEFA Cup are playing right now. The second leg. The Cup Winners' Cup probably also. Champions League semi-final draw. We are going into the quarterfinals first of all. UEFA Cup. Who is moving on in the UEFA Cup? Looks like this. Fiorentina 3-3 against Olympiacos, winning on penalties. And we are playing against Fiorentina in 3 days in the Serie A. Fiorentina you-owned, so is Benfica. Both teams moves on. Porto wins against Valencia. Valencia is you-owned. Sporting winning by Leverkusen beats Aston Villa. Aston Villa is you-owned, so that is unfortunate. Arsenal beats Celtic. Lazio is U-zoned, moving on in the UEFA Cup. So is Paris Saint-Germain, who eliminated Wimbledon. We're actually not too happy to see that. UEFA Cup winners. What is the situation over here? Braga moving on. Feyenoord, Roma, FC Copenhagen, Galatasaray, Leeds, Lyon, Rapid Vienna. So we have use owner at Lyon, at Leeds, at Galatasaray, at Roma. 4 use owners is in the Cup Winners' Cup. And now it is the quarterfinal draw and the semi-final draw in the Champions League. Let's see who we will be up against in the next round, shall we? Give me Betis. Come on, give me Betis. That is not a use-owned club. I would like to wait until the later rounds before I meet a use-owned club. Ajax and Betis are the only teams in the pool who is not owned by any users. Give me one of those, I'd be happy. Ajax is up against Liverpool. Betis is up against... Come on, Parma. Come on, say Parma. Come on now. Please. Barcelona. A Spanish battle. Head-to-head. Inter. It's Inter, United, or Juventus for me. I don't care. All those teams are better than us. Shit. Juventus, Inter. The 2 best teams in Italy goes head-to-head in the quarterfinals. So that means, Vitor, you know what this means. This means Parma versus Man United. Wow, shit. Is this coming to an end for us? It could surely be. Holy smokes. Screw the semi-final. I'll wait with that. Schedule looks like this now. Fiorentina, Inter, United, Lazio, Man United. It is against use owners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 next games. So it will make it 6 games in a row against other use owners. Man United. Damn it. Fuck. We are out of this, aren't we? Shit. Excuse my language, actually. Buffen, yeah, they play after the Champions League. Yes. Roscoe, has anyone become the owner of Wimbledon? Yes, Roscoe. We do have a club owner at Wimbledon, and his owner is Lensar. You see that left row, third from the top. Lensar is the owner of Wimbledon. The Crazy Gang, yeah, they have been spoken for. Yes, said Buffen as well. John Dahl, my God, Lyon are massive. Yeah, you're moving on this season in the continental competitions. Cool, good for them, says Roscoe. Good on you. Buffen, they are doing well and have a cracking young player. That is true. Easy dub, says John Dahl. Something is rigged. Bayern should be there, says Holm. I like your chances versus them, Matt, says Buffen. You really do. You do. I don't. But we'll do our best, and hopefully we can come in good form. If we win it, we'll be up against Inter and Juventus. So it won't, if we, by any, pull off the miracle and beat Man United, eliminate them, we'll be up against Inter and Juventus. So we won't meet them in the final if we could make it that far in. So, okay, first up, it's Fiorentina now. They're in 4th position. They've had a much better season than last season. Batistuta is on a high. It's not going to be an easy game at all. And after that, we're playing against Inter. And after that, we're playing against Man United in the Champions League. Holy shit. Some huge games we're coming in for. Tonka, hi Tonka, how are we doing? Thank you for popping in, as always. Holme, Lucio is gonna lose his head again and get red carded like against Milan. Let's hope so. Let's freaking hope so. But we did see Milan winning the first leg 3-0 and Man United winning the second leg 4-0. So we can't rule United out at any point.
Meanwhile, across town, in this less than fashionable cubbyhole of the San Francisco Examiner, these editors are programming today's copy of the paper into that same Ohio computer. When the telephone connection
Could Juventus lose some more points in the Serie A? They are playing now. No, they beat Piacenza 3-2. Inzaghi brothers versus each other. Filippo Inzaghi with 2 goals, Simone Inzaghi with 1. Sampdoria were doing great right now. And Juventus with another 3 points. Parma versus Fiorentina. Let me check out Gabriel Batistuta. 23 appearances with 21 goals. 7.77 average rating. 31 years old, leader, elite striker. He's in his prime, Batistuta. Looks magnificent. They also have Savo Milosevic and Edmundo. Lots of firepower. And the Danish Thomas Graversen, he's actually doing quite fine for them. Out on loan. Inter away against Bologna. Lazio away against Cagliari. We at home against Fiorentina. Roma, Atalanta, Milan, Vicenza. This is a quite important game versus Fiorentina, I feel. So we'll continue with the strongest lineup, I feel. Let's go with. Alrighty then. Let me see. Let me start Faustino Sprilia for this one. Yeah, I do know. He is declining. He don't want to train anymore. But you know what? Faustino Sprilia, he is my GOAT, and he will play in my team until he can't play anymore. The day he will leave us. I'm not looking forward to the day he will leave us. That's the first time you will see any tears in the Mad Scientist Twitch channel. Okay, but otherwise, let's see if Asprilla and Palermo can do the job versus Fiorentina. Let's check out the Fiorentina starting lineup. And I will kick off a prediction poll for this game as well. So, Fiorentina. In goal, Francesco Toldo. Defense, Gianluca Pesotto, Bulatov, Sandro Kois, Vaschuk, Rogerio, Gravesen, Patrick Berger, Alan Suter, Luis Ayrton Oliveira, and Batistuta up on top. It's not a bad team. It's a very mixed team of nationalities, but definitely not a bad team. And the question is, which of these two players will score most goals in this game? Will it be the Fiorentina striker, Gabriel Batistuta? Or will it be the Parma striker, Martin Palermo? Two Argentinians, head-to-head. Who will score most goals in this game? Bet your channel points if you feel like it. Buffin 600 away. What? Buffin, what is the age you try to get rid of players saying to leave? What's your approach? And also when a player I'm not sure I understand what you're saying there, Buffing. Are you suddenly become drunk or something like that? Holme mad in my AGF save. I'm in 2030. And I'm in the semis in the Champions League for the first time. I really love your database. It's so much fun. I'm happy to hear that it's possible to actually build a side in the Danish Super League to be able to compete in continental competition. Nonetheless, the Champions League. Okay, prediction poll will be live for 1 minute and 5 seconds. I'll be back to kick this game off. Holme smashed Arsenal in the quarterfinals. 5-1 in total. I can't believe it. Which kind of players can you bring into the Super League? Who was it you talked about last time? It was Vidic, wasn't it? I would like to see your team at some point, Holme. But yeah, 50 seconds left of this prediction poll. I think I'll kick off this game. And I need to go and blow my nose after that. That earlier. Laughing my ass off, Buffett. What the hell were I talking about? What is the age you try to get rid of player saints to leave? What's your approach? I have an idea what you're talking about, Buffett, but I'm not sure which players I would like to bring in and which players I would like to sell and so on. 10 seconds left of the prediction poll. It's time to bet your channel points before we kick off this game. Who'll score the most goals in this game? Will it be Martin Palermo? Will it be Gabriel Batistuta? We'll kick this off and I'll be back in a second, guys. Now, what have I missed? What have I missed? 2-0 it is. Goal by Faustino Sbriglia and Marci Palermo. So Palermo is ahead 1-0 versus Barty. We are up 2-0 and here is Batistuta now. Mention him. Shut up, please. So everything is going fine. I like to see that. Bang, said Buffin. Get the fuck in. Surely I can do that when I get home, Holme. I appreciate it. Barty goal says this is England. Viva Palermo, said Vita. Chris Wall to Holme, can you put a picture of your team in the Discord group? I would love to see what you've turned AGF into. Absolutely. Holme, I can't remember if you're part of my Discord, but if you are, and if you want to, please post a picture over at the Discord. Buffin, what I meant to say was, at what age do you get rid of players? And when they are unhappy and want to leave, what is your approach? So, in the case of Faustino Sbriglia, yeah. Alright, there we go. I was just trying to talk to Buffin here. I know you like Buffin, yeah. Me too, we like Buffin. Yeah, we like him. So, in the case of Faustino Sbriglia, I actually don't even really look at his attributes. Oh, camera. I almost don't look at his attributes. I just like that he has high flair and good technical and dribbling and stuff. And I'm playing him as a trequartista and he's doing brilliantly. Even with 10 in finishing. He has 10 in finishing, Faustino Sbriglia, and he's doing lovely, as you can see. Scoring some very important goals as well. If players are unhappy, it depends. It depends on which player it is. Buffin with the Parma badges, golazo. Late capitalism going for the save. There you go, late capitalism. Take it easy, boy. Look at this now. Oh my god. New phone, almost getting killed by the dog. 2-0 at halftime, and late capitalism. If you want some more information on the save, I also have an introduction video. You can go and check out on YouTube if you want to. Boofing with the Tino emotes, we love it. Welcome, late capitalism, said Rich. Exactly. Welcome to everyone who drops by. San, I lurk, collecting points. We'll rewatch the VOD later. Muted, much love. Love it, San. Appreciate it. Appreciate the lurk. Boofing going for the doggy mode. And some hearts. That is wonderful. I told you. Boofing, he likes you. Why did you just jump out in nothing? 2-0 at halftime. 1-0 for Palermo versus Batistuta in the prediction poll. 14% win for Batistuta. 86 for Palermo. The game is not over yet. Let's see what the second half has for us. Let's bring in... where's... Felipe is not here. Damn it. Then I don't have a backup for my left wing back. Okay, we'll continue. It's Inter after this game. That is going to be a thriller for sure. But first up, let's get the points now. A chance. It seems... what is happening? What was happening right there? Buffon got the ball, but Batistuta could have ran a little faster and got a huge chance there. Diego Fuser finds Juan Pablo Sorin, who's booked and a little tired. Walter Samuel, booked as well. Juan Sebastian Veron, excellent pass for Lilian Thuram. We're now running down the right, and here is Faustino Asprilla trying to cross it. Palermo is there, couldn't get to it. Couple of early chances in the second half for us. Can we keep Batistuta away from scoring? That is the big question. Diego Fuser now for Thuram. Thuram on the ball. Could he get a cross in? Maybe Diego Fuser with the cross. Dino Baggio is there to pick it up. Dino Baggio into the box. Palermo keeps it in. For Hoshian. Fuser, Dino Baggio again. Trying to break through that Fiorentina defense. Sorin now with the weak right foot. Vitor, man here in Brazil. Palermo is a ghost. He was part of various Boca Juniors teams who won several Copa Libertadores, mainly Palmeiras in 2000 and Grêmio in 2007. I think I hear what you're saying, Veron. He scored so many goals in real life as well by Martin Palermo. For sure. So must have done some damage in the Copa Libertadores over the years. We need to get some players ready for that Inter game. So let's rest Thuram for now. Let's get Hussein instead of Fuser. And Ronaldinho as well instead of Veron. Half an hour left of this. As of now, Palermo has one goal. As the 86% in the prediction poll went for Martin Palermo. But it's not over yet. Free kick from Ronaldinho. Cannavaro with the header. It's Walter Samuel actually. There we go. A rare goal by the defenders. And 3-0 it is. 3-0 it is. It is Walter Samuel. It is an assist for Ronaldinho. Excellent. So important. Now let me bring out Sorin somehow. I think we'll do this. Let's get Vidic in instead of Walter Samuel. That is it. 20 minutes to go. So if Gabriel Batistuta scores one goal, I will refund your channel points. If Batistuta scores 0 goals, and he will score 0 goals because he's out injured. So I'll pay out some channel points to you guys who went for Martin Palermo. Congratulations. Excellent choice. Dino Baggio with a long shot, but that is saved by Francesco Toldo. Ronaldinho. Ooh. Asprilla steps up to take a corner kick. 5 minutes left of ordinary time. There's Palermo again. Huge chance. Ronaldinho outside the box, trying to go for the long shot. Vitor, he was famous too for missing 3 penalties in the same game. I do remember that. That was crazy, missing 3 penalties. That was freaking crazy. Now free kick from Escudero. Cleared by Vidic. Do you remember that? I do remember that, Vitor. He had not a good career with the national team. Maradona called him for the 2010 World Cup as a sub, and he scored a goal against Greece. That is true. He didn't get capped too much by the national team. Matt, you're planning to sell Asprilla or Leandro? Not Asprilla for sure. I won't sell Asprilla. Hopefully he will be around until he retires. Leandro is another story. Because as you've seen, I'm bringing in Adriano, another Brazilian, in the next transfer window. He will arrive. So that could mean we're selling Leandro. We'll see what we can do. Okay, this could be a good win. 3-0 versus Fiorentina. Maybe 4 if we get one for the last chance here. Faustino Asprilla steps up to take a corner kick. Dino Barrios there hits the post. It was close, but we'll take the 3-0 win for sure. Before we are heading into that Inter game. We must be close to the final whistle. Here it is. 3-0 at home versus Fiorentina. Excellent stuff. Looks like this now. And we are up against Inter in the next game. Inter just won 2-0 versus Bologna. Goals by Ronaldo and John Payne. Like it is in the most games. Lazio lost versus Cagliari. That was a tough one. But we beat Fiorentina. But Inter versus Parma next. That is an important one. 13 days international break though. Before the Inter game. So I didn't have to rest any players actually. But then look at this schedule. Inter in the Serie A, so important. That will be the fight for the second position in the league. Milan getting a win. Getting that 4th position left. Getting that 4th position back, I mean. After Inter. It's the first leg in the Champions League quarterfinal versus Man United. Buffon did fantastic, of course. Liverpool really want Cannavaro. I hope I can keep them away for sure. So let me take a look at this schedule. Inter on the 6th of April. Let me go. Holiday until the 5th of April. Friday the 5th. Yes, please. Yeah, let's do that. Epfats back in for the big one against Inter. Charlton done anything since it took over? That's a good question, Epfats. I know it's probably only been a month or so in game, Epfats. That's true. But let's check out, get a status on Charlton for now. I mean, the transfer window was closed, right? They're 16th in the first division. Minifats was the latest addition. Oh, yeah, there he is. of April, yes, there we go. Vitor, Matt, me against you? No, yes, Vitor. Quarterfinal, Champions League, me versus you, Man United versus Parma. I didn't hope to run into Man United already in the quarterfinal, to be honest. Roscoe, someday I'll own a club here. Only 9,600 points away, Roscoe. We believe in you. It is possible. A couple of guys has entered as club owners since the price has increased to 10,000 channel points. So we believe in you, Roscoe, and you will get a chance to win some channel points in several different prediction polls where you can bet your channel points on either football cards. Camera, come on now. Me and you, Cam. Me and you are not friends tonight. But as I said, yes, you will have a chance to bet your channel points. Hopefully multiply them. We have some quizzes using my football cards here. You can guess on several players. We also have some random prediction polls where you can bet some channel points if you feel like it. And we will start a random prediction poll in a second. This is England. Can you check everyone's fit just before the game? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I'm holidaying until the day before the game, so I promise you, we will check it before we hit kick off. Vita, I thought this could be the final. Me too, my friend. Me too. It's way too early, right? Any changes in the premises, Vita, we'll check up on that as well. If that's Dean Holden there on the transfers, he's the current manager. What are the chances? That is actually quite funny. We did see that as well with, who was that? It was Potter, right? Potter is a player at Brighton in this save as well. We are lagging a little bit. That's just because we're holidaying. Camera still on. Okay, let's kick off that prediction poll I talked about, because we have another prediction poll which we usually run once per stream, and we'll do that again now. A couple of minutes ago I went away and I came back, and on my way back I brought myself a snack. It even rhymes. So what snack am I eating tonight? You have 3 options, and the prediction poll will be live for the next 2 minutes. So you can bet some channel points on what my snack will be. What will I eat as my snack tonight? Will it be a piece of chocolate? Will it be a piece of cake? Or will it be a spoon of ice cream? Some of those options I'll eat in a moment. I need my little snack. And if you feel like it, please go and bet some channel points on what you think I'll eat as my snack tonight, people. And if you guess the correct one, you will get some more channel points. That's the deal. Prediction poll is alive for 1 minute 25 seconds as we simulate our way to that Inter game. We are at home. We are at home at Ennio Tardini. But Inter, I mean John Payne and Ronaldo, that partnership seems like they're quite unstoppable. They're scoring in the most games that they are playing Inter. But we have Fabio Cannavaro. We have Gigi Buffon. Lilian Thuram. Bring it on, Inter. Yes, I could show you over here while we're waiting. There you go. When you become a club owner, you'll become a club owner of one of the clubs in the game, and you'll also get added a youth team player, a son, or whatever you would like him to be called, and you can improve that youth team player. But you'll also automatically get added to the big raffle where you can win a Hernan Crespo Parma shirt. As a club owner, you'll automatically get added to that raffle, and you'll also get a ticket in the raffle to win a Mad Scientist Magic Mod. So yes, there will be some giveaways on the channel as well, and you'll have a chance in all of them if you are a club owner in the save. This England, you always manage to keep R9 quiet. That is true. That is true so far. Buffin, check to see the draws in the UEFA Cup and Cup Winners' Cup. Yes, of course. Vita first asked what was the situation in the Premier League. Right, as of now, Man United is 10 points ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool with a game in their hands, of course. But this is it for now. Cup winners, if I could spell it correctly, there it is. The next round in the Cup Winners' Cup, Braga versus Feyenoord, Galatasaray versus FC Copenhagen, Lyon versus Roma, Rapid Vienna versus Leeds. UEFA Cup. Fiorentina versus Arsenal, Lazio versus Benfica, Porto, Paris Saint-Germain, Sporting versus Bayern. So the 4 youth-owned clubs are going head-to-head in the UEFA Cup. And I won't forget about this is England, of course. Situation over at Inter looks like this before the game. So no injuries. Yeah, Koglov has a minor injury. Gallardo has a minor injury. Otherwise, everyone seems fit to go for this one. Cool mark, says Roscoe. Thank you very much. It's pure magic. Pure magic. Rich, you can remove me from the Parma shirt drawer. Happy with my Sunderland shirts. We'll do that, actually. I think we have removed someone else. So very kind of you to tell me that, Rich. Yeah, that means the other guys will have a better chance, actually, to win in that raffle. So thank you to Rich. Holme, is Chardel still a Porto in this save? Yeah, he is. He's smashing up the Portuguese league. Porto has been so strong in this save so far. Mario Chardel, Porto. Did fantastic in the first season. Doing great in the second season as well. He is a striker I would like to bring in, actually. But I do have Martin Palermo, Hernan Crespo. Faustino's brilliant as well. Buffon, Galatasaray versus Copenhagen. Let's go. Vitor, United had any injuries? Let me check it out. Unregistered, suspended. Suspended Roy Keane, no surprise. Revivo is injured for 5 days to 2 weeks. So, yeah. Udinese versus Lazio. But it was, of course, no one else than This Is England who redeemed the maximum team moral plus. Let's do that, of course. We're getting used to playing against teams who's going for the maximum moral plus. That is how it is. So let me see. We have it over here. There it is. Yes, let's do this. This is England. Let's get Inter ready for the game against Parma. So, we will change our moral to perfect. Maximize existing tactical familiarity. Improve team cohesion. Remove bans, injuries, and unhappiness. Good luck, This Is England. You can't do anything else than this to get your boys ready for the next game. Fats Rich, as a Newcastle supporter, I suddenly feel quite ill. Vitor Chardel was a beast, man. He was a goal-scoring machine. Vitor, I didn't know why he had so little chance in the national team. That is true. Just too much competition, probably. I don't know if there's any other stories around that with Chardel. He did become a little heavy, like Adriano, didn't he? Later in his career. Although still scoring the goals. Rich Strepfats, hey, we are all one big happy family in the Northeast on it. That is lovely to hear that stuff. We can compete with our different favorite clubs, of course. But in here, it is good banter all the way, usually. Holme, remember to do it for Parma also, Matt. I've only done that once. It only happened once, by a huge mistake. Can't believe it happened, though. John Dahl, this is a horrible run of games you have. It is a crazy schedule at the moment we have. I actually thought about the word schedule several times because I say schedule. But I've also seen several English FM content creators say schedule. But I also seen some English content creators say schedule. So can you clear it up, guys? Is both pronunciations correct? Schedule and schedule. Or is it only one of them that is correct? I'll keep on saying schedule, I think. Yeah, and John, we're doing our best. We have done all right so far. This England, did John Payne get a cap during the international break? That's a good question. He certainly deserved it, and he has changed his nationality. So let's see if that has helped the young John Payne. Oh, Ain. It got it. And he got no caps. Was he called up? Wasn't even called up. Let's talk to the Irish national team manager then. That is Mick McCarthy. Mick, there's a new Irish player around you need to take a look at. Fats, it can be both. It's down to the accent, says John Dahl. So it is accent based, like Bath or Bath, Castle or Castle. Yeah, okay, I hear you, Rich. I think both pronunciations are okay, partly due to Americanization of English. One of them, I suspect. I thought it could be a possibility that one of that schedule was English and schedule was American, or the other way around. I thought it could be something like that. Milan losing versus Fiorentina. Milan are really close to losing that 4th position, coming to the end of the season. And Juventus, forget about it. Forget about Juventus for now. We'll play for the second position, me and Inter. Me and This Is England. Let's head into this. And before we head into this, actually, let me tell you that the prediction poll, because I'm getting quite snacky. I want a snack. And we had 25% on chocolate. 25% thinks that I'll eat some chocolate. 4% thinks that I'm going to eat some cake. And 72% is saying that I'm going to eat some ice cream. All three are really, really yummy. But I'm going for... Can you see it at all? Ta-da! Where is the camera? There we go. Can you see it? It's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake for the mad scientist. Only 4% in the prediction poll went for cake, which was the correct one. So I'll pay out some channel points to you guys who went for cake. Congratulations to 2 viewers, I see. Oh, I need to taste this. Yes. Yes. What you're actually seeing now, to think about it, you're seeing a Dane eating a Danish. This cake, if you live in an English-speaking country, this cake is usually called a Danish. So you're watching a Dane eating a Danish. And in Denmark, we are calling this wienerbrød, which is a reference to Vienna, the Austrian capital. So we're just... we're not taking the credit for this piece of cake. We are just giving it to Austria. Wienerbrot. Yeah. I need more sugar. Roscoe, in my experience, Americans say schedule more often. English says schedule more often. Both are correct, though. Thank you for clearing that up, Roscoe. I thought it was a difference between those two accents, to be fair. Saying, I am here now. F you, Milan. Losing against just when I came in. Milan are struggling this season. Struggling to hang on to that 4th position, for sure, San. What's this, San? What do we have for me? Carlos Kaiser. Is a Brazilian corn artist. Former footballer who played as a striker. It is quite interesting how many of those stories goes around. I can't say I heard about that Carlos Kaiser story before, San. So thank you for that fun fact. I once said this in England. You went for cake. You went for the Danish. Congratulations, Rich. Oh wow, plus 264 from my 10 stake. There you go. Only 4% went for cake. A Dane eating a Danish. I lost, says Vita. I'm sorry, Vita. Ice cream mad. Next time, Vita. Holme to Sand. Lol, Sand. That's funny as fuck every time he drops in. Crazy. He could con so many teams. Yeah, that story. That is really, really interesting. Okay. This is an interesting game. This is such an important game. I need to get the best players ready for this. I think we'll start Claudio Hussein to get a balance in there with a ball-winning midfielder. Dino Baggio will start, but this is it. This is our starting lineup for now. Should we get a prediction poll going for this? This is England. Should we? Alrighty then, we have a prediction poll ready for this game. Dave Goodyear, hey man, hey Dave, how are we doing, my friend? The first owner of the Mad Scientist Magic Mark, that is Dave, and the package has arrived in England, I've seen. I've just prepared the second mark for today. For now, this will be shipped tomorrow to the second winner, Chris Wall, of the Mad Scientist Magic Mark. But hope you'll like it, Dave. Wonderful to see the picture of it. How are we doing, Dave? There we go. Proper shout out for Dave Goodyear. Is doing some wonderful content. Please go and check him out. Saying, did I miss my improve a player last time? Did you miss that, San? We did do it. I feel like this is England. Call the prediction poll. Will I have to give 5 subs? Yes or no? You don't have to. This is England. Just remember that. No, we'll do something funnier than that. I feel like. Let me see the starting formation for Inter. Could we get a goal fest, maybe? Maybe get a goal fest. Starting lineups. Let's check out Giroud, the manager of Inter, with Gianluca Pagliuca in goal. Defense, Junior, Dario Simic, Mendes, Javier Zanetti, Steve Malbranc, Roberto Baggio, Daniel Montenegro, John Payne, and Ronaldo. Holy smokes. And Ronaldo and John Payne are just scoring goals for fun, aren't they? Okay, I mean, we have 4 of the best strikers in the entire database. Martin Palermo, Hernan Crespo, Ronaldo, and John Payne. So, guys, you got 1 minute to bet some channel points before this extremely important game. Which player will score the first goal in the match? Which of these 4 options will score the first goal, the opening goal in this game? Will it be the young John Payne? We do know that This is England is rooting for that. He's also rooting for Ronaldo. Will it be an Inter player or will it be a Parma striker? Your call, guys, as I taste my Danish before this prediction poll will close in 35 seconds. Haaland, Mr. Pensistan. Now you've seen that. Crazy stuff. Thanks for the update. What is the results in the live Champions League games right now? Prediction poll has closed. We got the results in, so let's kick this off. One of the most important games you'll ever see. Parma versus Inter. Good luck, This is England. Good luck, my friend. The winner of this has a huge advantage to take the second position in this year's Serie A. Dave Goodyear, it's great, buddy. Thank you again. Lovely to hear that, Dave. Fantastic. This is England. You're so lucky, Dave. That's like a birthday and Christmas all in one. But you can only win one, the Mad Scientist Mark. So I have removed Dave Goodyear's name for the next raffle. 10 minutes in, not a lot of highlights, but here is something. John Payne is on the ball. Walter Samuel clears it. Dino Baggio losing it to Javier Zanetti with the long shot. Couldn't hit the target. Olme Parma got this one. Let's freaking hope we'll take this one. Dave, true. Oh, This is England. Got my YouTube channel up and running again. You certainly did, Dave Goodyear. So not only check him out on Twitch, please go and check out Dave Goodyear on YouTube as well. He's having a legendary epic save on this database with Roma. I tell you, he has owned like most of the interesting players on this database over his 8-9 seasons. We run with the chance. Damn. So close. Prediction poll ended at 34% saying John Payne will score the first goal. 3% going for Martin Palermo. Here is Ronaldo. Ronaldo, R9 versus the entire Parma team. Get the ball out of there. 60% is going for Ronaldo. That makes more sense. And 3% for Crespo. So 6% overall is going for Parma players. You don't believe in us against this amazing Inter team. 0-0 said San in real life football. This is England. Oh my god, I can't wait, Dave. What's it called? Can you put a link? Yes. Let's. I don't think Dave can post his link. So excuse me, I can just find it. I'll happily do that for you, Dave. I can find the link over here. There it is. There we go. Go and check out Dave Goodyear on YouTube. Go and check out Dave Goodyear on Twitch as well. As we continue this one. 20 minutes in. Walter Samuel for Fabio Cannavaro. 0-0 Parma versus Inter. So important for the top 2 positions. Right now we are 1 or 2 points ahead of Inter. So a loss will mean that Inter takes back that second position. Tudam for Hussein. Yes, Bohosian, and there is Juan Pablo Sorin with the finish, but that was easy for Gianluca Pagliuca in the goal. Still 0-0. 7 shots we have had, 0 on target. That is not true. We just saw Pagliuca catch that one, but here is R9. Who can stop R9? Dino Baggio's trying with the tackle, but still R9. John Payne now, saved by Buffon. Damn. Corner kick for Inter. That is just Roberto Baggio stepping up there. So many legends in that Inter team. Count John Payne as a legend as well. There is Ronaldo. Was he offside or wasn't he? He was not offside. Damn it. 60% in the prediction poll went for Ronaldo, and they were right in this case. Congratulations. I'll pay out some channel points to you who went for Ronaldo as the first goal scorer. There you go. The majority won. Thanks, says Dave Goodyear. No worries, my man. We need to pull one back now before halftime, please. Come on, Martin Palermo. Hernan Crespo, you can do this. Palermo. Dino Baggio. But Inter winning back ball position now. Pagliuca. There is Cannavaro. Hussein for Veron. Lilian Tudam now on the right side. The captain, Il Capitano. Down the right side, get a cross in for Palermo, come on. There we go, Martin Palermo wins the header, but what a save by Gianluca Pagliuca. It's not going to be easy to get the ball past him. I am aware of that. Crespo for Veron. What was that, Juan Sebastian? Now it's Ronaldo again. Ronaldo makes it 2-0. Ma vaffanculo, Ronaldo. Shit, he's good, isn't he? What happened there with Veron? What was that? What was that dribbling from one of the most technical players in our team? And Ronaldo just powers it in. I mean, it's Cannavaro around him, Walter Samuel, Sorin. He just don't care. Dino Baggio's there, Bohosian, Cannavaro's over there. Half an hour in, 2-0 for Inter. Crespo, nope. Tudam, come on, keep believing in it, guys. Keep believe. Hussein. But Tudam, they're pretty strong defensively as well. And here comes Ronaldo, one-man army. Takes on the entire Parma defense. Cannavaro with the sliding tackle. Crossing it in for John Payne. Huge save by Gigi Buffon this time. Sorin now. Could we get a goal before halftime? Please, guys, come on. Set up a proper attack now. Walter Samuel. Hussein. Finds Tydam again. Trying to set up Crespo. Crespo, come on, Crespo. Don't disallow it. Don't disallow it. And the cam is gone. Take this. Great Vitan Olme. We are still around. We are still around for this immensely important game. Which is not over yet. I think we'll continue a little bit for the second half with this. Yes, sir, says Boof. It was better when there was no sound, says San. I'll consider doing that for the next live stream. Just a picture of me sometimes when the camera works. And no sound. Muted for the entire live stream. That could be entertaining. Watching me jumping around. You couldn't hear me? Okay, second half. Junior with a throw in for Montenegro. Montenegro beats his man. Now Tydam with the tackle. Hussein for Bohosian. Dino Baggio. Crespo. Excellent ball movement. Tydam and Crespo. Back to Tydam, please. He had so much space over there. John Payne will counter us. John Payne. Look at that big lad. One man army. John Payne. Oh. Saved by Buffon. Bohosian wins the header. Surin now on the left. On the left side, Surin. Come on with the cross for Palermo. Come on, Martin. Oh, we run with the header. Okay. Fair enough. We have both Crespo and Palermo in there. Who's magnificent headers, both of them. 13 shots with 5 on target for us. 11 with 4 on target for Inter. XG is almost completely the same. Possession is in our favor. Come on. At least rescue a point. Surin. Dino Baggio. Surin with the cross. There is Crespo. Couldn't hit the target. Mamma mia. Okay. Where is my man? Diego Fuser. Get in there instead of Hussein. And let's not make us up. Let's encourage, please. Corner kick for Inter. Come on, clear this the hell out of there. Roberto Baggio steps up. Buffon gets it, of course. Gigi Buffon with the ball. Quickly delivers it for Cannavaro. Tydam and Fuser. Can we pass the ball around the Inter squad now? The Inter players. Fuser, fresh in from the bench. Dino Baggio. Palermo. Nope. We can't get the ball up to our strikers. It just seems impossible to keep the ball position up there. Ronaldo now. He's a danger every time, but Walter Samuel. Strong defensively. Throw in for Inter. Junior with the cross. Ronaldo with the goal. Goal. His 50th goal of the season. That's number 50 for Ronaldo. 3-1 for Inter. Hat-trick by the good R9. Yeah, we're still not good enough to compete with Inter and Juventus. That's for sure. Crespo, nope. We just can't. We can't handle it. Montenegro now. Inter. Oh. 20 minutes to go. Cannavaro to Tydam. Fuser, and it usually just stops around there. Viron now. Juan Sebastian. Back to Bohosian. We can't find the room for our strikers. Crespo wins the header there. Inter now. Malbranck. Payne and Fogel. John Payne, will he get a goal? He is being tackled before he had a chance to score. Roberto Baggio. Another corner kick. We can only do what we do. Clear it and clear it and clear it. They'll get another corner kick, won't they? Where is Martin Palermo? In a huge game like this, he's not delivering anything. Okay, let's get a couple of Brazilians in. Ronaldinho and Felipe. Roscoe, databases like this are how I learn about classic players. I didn't start watching football until 2008. Very interesting, Roscoe. My professional opinion, Inter is quite good. Your opinion are on point, my friend. They are freaking good. But I do like that. I do like that you learn about classic players from a database like this. That is incredible to hear. And maybe you'll be even more happy when I tell you that the database I'm going to make for FM24 is either going to be the 07-08 season, or the 08-09 season, or the 09-10 season. So that is where around you came into football, my next database. Buffin, I don't get it because you have more of the ball, just not in their half. It's just been impossible on their half, right? This is England. I'm not surprised John Payne got subbed. He was rubbish. It wasn't that bad. He did get to a couple of chances, but it wasn't needed because R9 just scored a hat-trick for fun. Look at that. We can't create anything. Inter has been marvelous, both defensively and attacking in this game. And we are even playing at home. There's still a way to go for us to get up to the level of Inter and Juventus, that's for sure. Yeah, just let's hear the final whistle now, ref. We have understood it. We are not good enough now. 3-1 for Inter. But congratulations, this is England. You're back in the second position in the Serie A. We are probably going to fight it out for the last 6 games in the Serie A. And Juventus, yeah, we can look away from them. And there's a good breakdown to Fiorentina. So we'll keep the fight on. And our next challenge is now Manchester United, who will visit us at Ennio Tardini in the Champions League quarterfinals, first leg. Whew.